I found an old notebook tonight, pages filled with crossed out lines, words I thought I'd never say, dreams I almost gave away.
I remember staying quiet, waiting for the fear to fade. But little by little, day by day, I became the one who stayed.
I thought I'd wake up different, braver than before. I didn't see the small steps leading somewhere more. I kept waiting to become someone else, until I realized I already had the mistakes were still there on the page, but the person holding the pen has changed. I'm not where I thought I'd be, but I'm not who I used to be. Little by little, without knowing when, I became the version of me who stayed.
I thought silence kept me safe.
If I spoke, I'd get it wrong, so I waited for perfection while the days kept moving on. Then I tried and then I stumbled, but I chose to try again.
I never stopped being afraid, I just didn't let fear win.
I thought I'd have the answers before I'd raise my hand,
but courage wasn't certainty, it was learning how to stand. I kept waiting to become someone else until I realized I already had.
The mistakes are still there on the page, but the person holding the pen has changed. I'm not where I thought I'd be,
but I'm not who I used to be. Little by little,
little by little, little by little, I thought I'd wake up different, braver than before. I didn't see the small steps leading somewhere more. I kept waiting to become someone else, until I realized I already had the mistakes are still there on the page,
but the person holding the pen has changed.
I'm not where I thought I'd be, but I'm not who I used to be.
You didn't have to be fearless,
you didn't have to be perfect, you only had to keep going. The people you hope to become were never built in a single moment. They were shaped by ordinary courage, by trying again, by showing up little by little. I kept waiting to become someone else, until I realized I already had the road is longer than I once believed. But look how far these small steps lead. I'm not where I thought I'd be, but I'm not who I used to be. Tomorrow still has room for me and all the person I'm still becoming. Little by little, I'll keep going on through every doubt I've carried this long. Because I stayed, I get to see who I'm still becoming to be. The words aren't always easy, the answers don't come straight away, but because I stayed, I get to see who I become next. Little by little, I'll keep going. Little by little, I'll find my way, and I'm thankful for the version of me who stayed.
For a long time, I really believed something, that everybody else was improving faster than me. Everybody sounded better, more confident, more natural, and honestly, that thought almost made me quit. Scrolling through videos late at night, perfect English everywhere I look, perfect accents, perfect confidence, perfect smiles in every clip. And then there's me, restarting the same sentence 5 times, trying to say simple things without freezing inside. Sometimes I wonder if I started too late, sometimes I wonder if I'll ever sound okay. But every night I still come back, still open my notebook, still whisper words into the dark. Maybe part of me still believes in this dream, even when I'm tired. I thought everyone was better, I thought I was too far behind. But little by little I'm changing without realizing. Sometimes every awkward sentence, every nervous conversation was building confidence inside me, even when I couldn't see it yet. Oh, I kept going, even on the lonely nights. Maybe I'm not fluent yet, but I'm stronger than before tonight. I still translate in my head sometimes, still panic when people speak too fast, still compare myself without even meaning to. But now I answer questions even when my voice shakes. And honestly, that version of me from last year would be proud of this. Maybe progress feels small when you live inside it every day, but small steps still move forward. Every late night practice session, every train ride home, every moment I almost disappeared, but chose to keep trying alone. Maybe confidence grows quietly when nobody can see. I thought everyone was better, I thought I was too far behind. everybody struggles secretly. Maybe confidence isn't something people are born with. Maybe it's built one difficult conversation at a time. And maybe all these nights, all these quiet practice sessions were never proof that I was failing. Maybe they were proof that I never gave up on myself. I thought everyone was better, but now I finally hear it. A little more confidence inside my voice tonight. Little by little I stopped hiding, even if I still make mistakes, even if I still feel nervous sometimes. Oh, I'm still learning, oh, but now I believe in myself more. Maybe I'm not fluent yet, but I know I'm getting closer every day. Still trying, still dreaming, still speaking little by little. And maybe that's already something beautiful. Maybe that's already something beautiful. I kept waiting for a sign, something clear, something I could find. A moment when I'd finally know that I was farther than before. Every morning looked the same train ride, the same page, the same mistakes I'd always see, the same voice inside of me. I thought progress would feel different, like a door swinging open wide. But maybe I was looking forward when the answers were behind. I kept waiting to feel different, waiting for a sign. Never seeing all the small ways I was changing over time. I didn't notice because I saw myself each day, looking at where I wanted to be instead of how far I'd come. Little by little, old recordings on my phone, a voice that somehow felt unknown. Not because it sounded bad, just different from the one I have. Pages filled with words I know, words that used to stop me cold. Moments I dismissed as small were changing everything at all. I thought growth would be dramatic, something impossible to miss. But maybe all those ordinary days were building this. I kept waiting to feel different, waiting for a sign. Never seeing all the small ways I was changing over time. I didn't notice because I saw myself each day, looking at where I wanted to be instead of how far I'd come. Little by little, maybe nothing changed tonight. Maybe I just saw it differently. The notebook, the lessons, the late night practice, the conversations, they were always there. I just never looked at them this way. I kept waiting to feel different, waiting for a sign. Never seeing all the small ways I was changing over time. I didn't notice until I looked behind and saw 1,000 ordinary moments quietly changing my life. The person I was waiting for was never far away. He was being built little by little, day by day. I thought I was standing still, but the road was moving underneath me. I thought I was waiting to become someone different. I just didn't notice it was already happening. Little by little, day by day. I thought I was standing still, but the road was moving underneath me. I thought I was waiting to become someone different. I just didn't notice it was already happening, little by little. I know there were evenings when the words wouldn't stay, when every small mistake felt bigger than the progress you had made. I know there were moments you looked at everyone else and wondered if this language was meant for someone else. Maybe no one noticed how hard you tried to hide it, but there was a version of you who almost decided, dreamed to close the book forever, to let the dream grow dim, to tell yourself, I gave my best, but maybe this isn't it. If no one's ever said it, let me be the one who will. I'm so glad you stayed. I know you've repeated the same sentence again, until it stopped sounding like English and started sounding strange. I know you felt embarrassed by words you couldn't say, while forgetting all the conversations you couldn't have had you stay. And though you couldn't measure the distance that you'd crossed, there was a version of you who thought that you were lost, who almost walked away from it, who nearly let it go, who couldn't see the evidence of everything you know. If no one's ever told you what teachers often see, you're stronger than you think, and I'm so glad you stayed. One day you'll answer questions without rehearsing first. One day you'll understand a joke before someone explains the words. One day you'll tell your story in ways you can't today, and you'll look back at who you were and thank them for staying. So here's to every learner who almost said goodbye, who carried doubt and fear along but kept on showing up to try. For every quiet victory no certificate can name, this song is for the version of you who almost quit but came back anyway. And if that version still lives in you on difficult days like these, take one more breath, one more lesson, one more sentence, please. Stay, stay. I've spent years helping people learn English, in person, online. Different countries, different stories, and after all this time, there was something I wanted you to know. I've seen people know the answer, then decide not to speak. I've seen people say sorry for mistakes nobody sees. I've watched people replay lessons long after everyone else slept, working quietly toward a dream they weren't ready to give up yet. Sometimes they thought they weren't improving, sometimes they felt left behind, comparing every step they took to somebody else's timeline. And after all these years, there's one thing I've learned is true: you're often much harder on yourself than anyone else is on you. I wanted you to know you're doing better than you think. Every sentence, every struggle, every moment on the brink. I wanted you to know, even when progress feels slow, you're growing little by little more than you know. I've seen people answer naturally, then say, I still can't speak. I've seen confidence arrive so quietly, they didn't notice it for weeks. I've watched English stop feeling foreign, one small moment at a time. A song understood, a conversation answered, a dream becoming more alive. And sometimes while they doubted everything, something stood out to me. They couldn't see the distance traveled, but somehow I could see. Because progress doesn't always arrive with fireworks in the sky. Sometimes it grows so quietly you don't realize. I wanted you to know you're doing better than you think. Every late night, every brave try, every time you didn't leave, I wanted you to know, even when the road feels long, you're growing little by little. You've been growing all along. I've never had to learn my own language, I've never stood where you stand, but I've watched hundreds of people try. I've watched fear, I've watched courage, I've watched people believe they were failing while they were actually growing. And sometimes I wished I could show them what I could already see. So I wanted you to know you're doing better than you think. Every question, every mistake, every time you almost quit, I wanted you to know you are stronger than you feel. And all those small steps you've been taking, they are real. Maybe you're not fluent yet, maybe you're still finding your way, but little by little, dream by dream, you're getting there every day. I wanted you to know English feels closer now, and maybe that's the reason I'm still writing these songs somehow. If you're learning English tonight, keep going. You're doing better than you think, little by little, little by little, little by little.
I never noticed the day it changed. If you'd asked me when, I couldn't say. It happened somewhere between ordinary Tuesdays, ordinary evenings, ordinary conversations. I kept showing up, making my tea, opening my laptop, living another week. And somewhere along the way, the words stopped feeling borrowed. I wasn't counting lessons anymore. I wasn't waiting for a sign. Nothing extraordinary, pen and maybe ray. That's why I never saw it. The words were there, quietly becoming mine. The words were there, waiting all this time. I wasn't looking for the moment, it had already gone by. I didn't know they were already mine. I answered before I planned the sentence. I laughed before I translated the joke. I listened without thinking about what came next. I wasn't thinking about the language anymore. I was thinking about the person, and somehow everything sounded different. There wasn't one perfect lesson, there wasn't one perfect day. Just ordinary moments, quietly finding their place. The words were there, quietly becoming mine. The words were there, quietly becoming mine. The words were there, quietly becoming mine. I didn't know they were already mine. I thought I was learning a language. I didn't realize it had quietly become one of the ways I think. I wasn't trying to write in English, I was only trying to write what I was thinking. When I looked down, the words were already there. The words were there. Not all at once, not one perfect lesson, not one perfect day. Just quietly becoming part of who I am. The words stopped feeling borrowed somewhere along the way. I didn't know they were already mine. I never noticed the day it changed. Maybe Ray, I was too busy living it. I was too busy living it. Somewhere to studying English on a train. Someone is replaying the same sentence again. Someone is wondering if they're improving. Maybe we're all closer than we think. Notebook open on my desk, rain outside my window, headphones on after work, listening while I walk home. Some words finally feel natural, some still feel far away. But every day I understand a little more than yesterday. I used to be afraid to speak, I used to hide every mistake. Now I'm learning that confidence can grow a little every day. Maybe progress isn't dramatic, maybe that's the beautiful part. Small steps, small wins, quietly changing who we are. Different roads, same dream, little by little we're finding our feet. One more sentence, one more try, one more late night ride. Maybe we're not fluent yet, maybe that's okay. We're becoming stronger every single day. Different road, same dream, and we're getting there. Sometimes I still translate first, sometimes I still lose the words. Sometimes I hear perfect English and wonder if I'll ever sound like that. But then I watch an old video or read an old notebook page, and suddenly I realize how much has changed. Maybe growth is easy to miss when it happens little by little. Every study session, every difficult day, every time we kept going instead of walking away, helped us become who we are. Different roads, same dream, little by little we're finding our feet. One more sentence, one more try, one more late night ride. Maybe we're not fluent yet, maybe that's okay, we're becoming stronger. Every single day, different roads, same dream, and we're getting there. Maybe fluency isn't one big moment, maybe it's hundreds of small ones. Understanding a song, answering without fear, thinking in English for just a second, and realizing we're not the same people who started this journey. Different roads, same dream. Now the future feels closer to me. One more sentence, one more try, one more reason not to give up tonight. Maybe we're not fluent yet, but listen to us now. We're more confident than we ever knew somehow. Different roads, same dream, different stories, same hope. Little by little, we're becoming who we wanted to be. Still learning, still growing, still dreaming, still showing up. Different roads, same dream, and we're getting there.
You told me about your day, I asked about yours too. One question led to another before I even knew. You smiled when I was listening, I smiled when you spoke. We simply kept talking, I don't remember every word, I only remember you. The way we laughed, the way you listened, the way we lost track of time. Somewhere between the questions and all the little things we said, I stopped thinking how I sounded, and somehow that was enough. Now when somebody tells me about their ordinary day, I don't rush to find the right words or worry what to say. I listen a little longer, I smile a little more. One story led to another, then another after that. I don't remember every word, I only remember you. The way we laughed, the way you listened, the way we lost track of time. Somewhere between the questions and all the little things we said, I stopped thinking how I sounded, and somehow that was enough. Maybe we don't remember every word we hear, maybe we remember the people who were near. Maybe that's the reason some moments stay so true. We don't remember every sentence, we remember who we were with. We remember how it felt, sitting there together. One small conversation that quietly stayed forever. I don't remember every word, I only remember you. The way we laughed, the way you listened, the way we lost track of time. Somewhere between the questions and all the little things we said, I stopped thinking how I sounded, and somehow that was enough. That was enough for us to keep talking. Let's keep talking.
Nothing special happened today, at least sure that's what I thought. I took the usual train and found a seat by the window. Rain was drying on the glass while the city passed behind it. Someone was reading, someone was asleep. Everything looked the way it always does. I stayed looking a little longer, I don't know why, I just strolled. Stayed a little longer after class, I bought a coffee and walked the longer way home. The bakery was closing. Someone smiled as they locked the door. I smiled back, without thinking and kept walking. I don't know why, I just strung, kept walking slowly at the crossing. The lights stayed red, people hurried past me. Cars disappeared into the evening. Usually I'd hurry too, this time I didn't mind waiting. I don't know why, I just didn't mind waiting really for a little while. There was nowhere else I wanted to be. Maybe nothing changed today. Maybe really today was simply the first day. I noticed, I think I'm smiling more now. I think I'm smiling more now.
There wasn't one big moment, no finish line to cross, just ordinary evenings that quietly changed my life. I kept showing up before I felt prepared. Looking back now, I realize how much was happening there. One more conversation, one more familiar face, one more ordinary evening, quietly changing me. I never saw it happening, not day by day, not week by week. I was too busy taking one more step to notice who I was becoming. Then one ordinary evening, I looked around and quietly found the version of me who stayed. The fear still visits every now and then, but it doesn't tell me who I am again. The questions still come, the answers take their time, but now I trust tomorrow a little more than yesterday. Somewhere between hello and goodbye, somewhere between one more try. Life was changing softly out of sight. I never saw it happening, not day by day, not week by week. I was too busy taking one more step to notice who I was becoming. Then one ordinary evening, I looked around and quietly found a version of me who stayed. Someone welcomed me before I believed I belonged. Someone waited while I searched for words. Someone listened long enough for me to find my voice. Now, without even thinking, I find myself doing the same. I never saw it happening, not day by day, not week by week. There wasn't one big moment, nothing changed at once. Just ordinary days, ordinary conversations, ordinary moments. Until one day I looked around and quietly found the version of me who stayed, who stayed. The way we laughed, the way you listened, the way we lost track of time. Somewhere between the questions and all the little things we said, I stopped thinking how I sounded, and somehow that was enough. Now when somebody tells me about their ordinary day, I don't rush to find the right word.